Hello, and welcome to the Charlene Larsen Center for the Performing Arts. We've been waiting for you to come. I know it's been difficult this past year, but we've done everything to keep you safe. We have touchless fixtures throughout the building. We have entertainment to present to you virtually. And we welcome you back to the corner of 16th and Franklin in Astoria, Oregon for music and entertainment for the future and for now. Virtually now, in the future, live. So welcome and come on in.
Hi there, I'm Kit Ketchum, a member of the board of the Partners for the PAC, the nonprofit group supporting the Charlene Larsen Center for the Performing Arts, aka the PAC. Like all performing venues across the world, we have been hit hard by the COVID-19 pandemic. Over the past several months, we have invited a number of performers from our area to share their music with us on this stage, with only a videographer and a sound and lights guy as audience, out of concern for the safety of our performers and our techie crew. I was lucky to be part of this venture and have very much enjoyed listening to these mini concerts as they were recorded. It is our hope that these delightful mini concerts will whet your appetite for live music and encourage you to help us support live music in our community. These artists may be seen on our stage later this year as the pandemic lightens up and we can open safely to the public. For now, we ask you to help us financially by going to our website, partnersforthepac.org, and clicking on the donate button. Our mini concerts range from well-known groups in our area to lesser-known individual performers. Keep coming back to virtual Larsen Center arts performances in the coming months, and we hope you'll keep coming back when we reopen physically later in the year. So turn up the volume, sit back and enjoy, and then sit back up and hit the donate button. We appreciate your support. I'd like to introduce to you now the Astoria Tuba Quartet, led and emceed by Brian Bergman.
Well, hello there. It sure is great to be playing in the Charlene Larsen Center for Performing Arts. This is great. This is fantastic. This is the Astoria Tuba Quartet, and group's been around for a long time, and we're sure happy to be able to play again. First song you heard is an original work for tuba, and it's written by John Stevens called Power. So the next song we're about to play, we borrowed it, or some people would accuse us of stealing, but you never know. When you play the tuba, the history is tubas in this fashion are really a modern invention in the musically speaking. You know, late 1800s is when it really developed. So there's really not a whole lot of works. So we steal from other genres. So we're about to steal a song called Rondo and Saltarell by Tilman Susato, arranged by Dennis Winter. So we had a member of our group, Bob Joyner, and if you're watching, hi Bob. He was our first euphonium player for years and years, and he was a really good jazz arranger. And he arranged this piece for us called Isn't It Romantic? Jazz standard arranged by Bob Joyner. So our next song was originally written for piano solo in 1872 and orchestrated in 1879, but more famous for being the theme song for the show Alfred Hitchcock Presents. This is Funeral March of a Marionette by Gounod, arranged by Arthur Frackenpole. 2, 1, 2. Now, before we announce the next tune, we probably should announce who's in the group, if you don't know all of us. Right over here is Lee Stromquist on the bass tuba. And this is Dennis Hale on the F tuba. And I'm Brian Bergman on the euphonium. And this is John Hammond on the euphonium. And we're going to play a march now. It's really important to keep things interesting when you're trying to play all these parts and have something different. And we also stole from the march genre. This is Semper Fidelis March, John Philip Sousa, arranged by David Saborin. Nothing like a great Sousa march to liven things up. Speaking of being lively, here's a few tuba chokes for you. There was a man walking down the road with a euphonium made out of rubber. Wonder what he was looking for. A rubber band.
That's really good.
Isn't that terrible? How do you fix a broken tuba? With tuba glue. What's
a real hit with your band members.
terrible, isn't it? Here's another one that's real bad. What's the difference between an onion and a tuba? Nobody cries when you cut up the tuba. Well, so sometimes people take a shine to our group for some reason, and I sure do appreciate it. One of those people in our past history was a guy named Norman Polshock. Norman was an amazing arranger, and he decided to take on the task of arranging some music for us. And we still keep all of his music in our folders that he's given us over the years. One of our favorites is this arrangement of Over the Rainbow. Before we do our next piece, I thought it'd be kind of nice for the audience to know what kind of horns these are. So we're going to start over here. Maybe John could introduce his horn and tell us a little about it.
Well, this is a euphonium, and it's built in Switzerland. I actually bought it off Bob Joyner. When he retired from playing in this group, I took over and bought his horn and really enjoyed having that opportunity to play his horn.
And this is a very similar instrument. This is made by Besson, a company out of Great Britain. And it's a euphonium as well, pitched in B flat.
And I have a F tuba. Now these two horns down here, we call those training tubas because they're smaller. This is kind of, that's elementary. This is kind of a junior high tuba, and then of course Lee has the full blown high school tuba. So F tuba.
This is the double B flat tuba. I bought it sight unseen from a guy in Minnesota, and it was 40 years old when I bought it. And yeah, it must be close to 60 years old now, over 60. So it's showing its age.
All right, so our next song, I looked up on the internet to see, to research it, to find out some history, and I couldn't find anything. So I'm going to assume, because it's a promenade is what it's called, or promenade, I'm not sure, tomato, I don't know. But it's by Eugene Vasconi. So here's Promenade. Well, we don't want to leave too many genres left untouched in this situation. So we decided to steal from the Chordettes that sang this song in 1958. That's been used many times after that. This song is called Mr. Sandman. And although we aren't a quartet of lovely ladies, I think we can do the song justice. So this one was arranged by our own Lee Stromquist, Mr. Sandman. One, two, three, four. Well, let's see. We haven't done a ballet yet, so I think it might be time to do that. This is a Tchaikovsky from the Swan Lake, and so we're going to do what's called Dance of the Little Tubas instead of Little Swans, arranged by Joseph Goebel. Well, now we even do Dixieland. And this one is Tiger Rag, often performed by the Canadian Brass, which is where I first heard it. It's one of my favorites. Here's a rendition for tuba quartet written by Jack Gale. Well, this is our final song for the night, and I just want to remind everyone to donate to the PAC. We are hoping to keep the PAC going, even though we're in a pandemic and things are shut down. Bringing you live music is a good thing to do, and I hope that you enjoyed the show. So go ahead and go onto the website, and there is very simple to just make a nice donation. We sure would appreciate it. The last song we're going to play is March Militaire by Franz Schubert. And we sure do enjoy this one, and we thought this one would be a great way to leave you marching right out of your seats. So arranged by Frank Hafferty.
Thunderous applause.
Take a bow. Wait, thank you. Take a bow.
Sure. Why not?
Great show, you guys.
Thank you.